These are the 20 best 1440p gaming monitors of 2024, and we're going to rank each of them from God tier to trash tier. Links to all of these gaming monitors mentioned in this video will be in the description below. Number 1. Dell Alienware AW2723DF. The AW2723DF is rocking a 27-inch 1440p IPS panel with an insane 280Hz refresh rate. It's got FreeSync and G-Sync compatibility, so you're covered no matter what GPU you're running. The colors are vibrant and it gets bright enough to handle some HDR content. But let's be real, the HDR performance isn't mind-blowing, and the contrast ratio is typical IPS fare. Still, for competitive gamers who want smooth, responsive gameplay without sacrificing image quality, this is a top-tier choice. I'm putting this bad boy in God tier without hesitation. Number 2. Dell Alienware AW2721D. Alright, we've got another Alienware contender here. The AW2721D is packing a 27-inch 1440p IPS panel with a 240Hz refresh rate. It's got native G-Sync support, which is great for NVIDIA users, and it can get seriously bright for HDR content. The response times are excellent, giving you that crisp, blur-free motion we all crave. However, like its newer sibling, the contrast ratio isn't anything to write home about. If you're an NVIDIA fan looking for a premium gaming experience and don't mind spending a bit extra, this monitor delivers. I'm feeling generous, so I'm slotting this one into God tier as well. Number 3. AOC Q27G3XMN. Now here's an interesting budget option. The AOC Q27G3XMN is a 27-inch 1440p VA panel with 180Hz refresh rate. But get this, it's rocking mini LED backlighting with 336 local dimming zones. That means you're getting some serious contrast and HDR performance for a fraction of the price of other high-end models. The colors are solid and it's got FreeSync support. However, being a VA panel, you might notice some dark level smearing in fast-paced games. For the price though, this thing is punching way above its weight class. I'm honestly shocked, but I'm putting this in God tier too. It's just that good of a value. Number 4. MSI MPG 271QRX. The MSI MPG 271QRX is a 27-inch 1440p QD OLED panel with an absolutely bonkers 360Hz refresh rate. The image quality on this thing is insane. Perfect blacks, vibrant colors, and HDR that'll make your eyes water. Response times practically instantaneous. It's got a USB-C port with 90-watt power delivery and even a KVM switch. The downsides? Well, it's not cheap, and text clarity isn't quite as sharp as some LCD options. But for gaming, this is the cream of the crop. I'm not just putting this in God tier, I'm crowning it the king of God tier. It's that impressive. Number 5. LG 27GR83Q. The LG 27GR83Q is a solid choice for gamers looking for a high refresh rate 1440p monitor. With its 240Hz refresh rate and 1ms response time, it delivers smooth gameplay and minimal motion blur. The IPS panel provides a great color accuracy and wide viewing angles. However, its HDR performance is a bit lackluster, so don't expect mind-blowing HDR visuals. I think this monitor hits a sweet spot for competitive gamers who also want good image quality. I'm putting this in the great tier. It's an excellent all-rounder that won't disappoint. Number 6. Gigabyte M27QX. Gigabyte's M27QX is a beast of a monitor that pushes 1440p gaming to new heights with its 240Hz refresh rate. The KVM feature is a nice touch for those who juggle multiple devices. Its color accuracy out of the box is impressive, making it a good option for content creators too. The only real downside is the BGR subpixel layout, which might cause some text clarity issues for some users. Overall, I'm really impressed with what Gigabyte has done here. This one's going into the great tier. It's a fantastic monitor that offers a lot of value. Number 7. Asus ROG Swift PG27AQN. Asus isn't messing around with the ROG Swift PG27AQN. This monitor is pushing the boundaries with its 360Hz refresh rate at 1440p resolution. The motion clarity on this thing is insane, and it's a dream for competitive esports players. The downside, it's expensive as heck, and you'll need a beastly PC to take full advantage of that refresh rate. But if you want the absolute best and money is no object, this is it. I'm putting this in the great tier. It's an incredible monitor, but the high price keeps it from God tier for me. Number 8. MSI G274QPF-QD. This is MSI's G274QPF-QD, which is a solid entry in the 1440p gaming monitor space. With its 165Hz refresh rate and quantum dot technology, it offers smooth gameplay and vibrant colors. The 1ms response time is great for competitive gaming, and the wide color gamut is a nice bonus for content creators. However, it doesn't quite reach the heights of some other monitors in terms of refresh rate or features. It's a good all-rounder but not exceptional in any particular area. I'm placing this one in the good tier. It's a reliable choice that won't blow you away, but it won't let you down either. Number 9. Dell G274D. This monitor is a beast for its price point. You're getting a 1440p resolution, 165Hz refresh rate, and great response times. It's perfect for gamers who want high performance without breaking the bank. The only real downside is the lack of a USB hub, but honestly, at this price, who cares? I'm putting this bad boy in God tier without hesitation. It's just that good for the money. Number 10. LG G274QPF-850. This monitor's been around for a while, but it's still holding its own. It's got a nice 1440p IPS panel with 144Hz refresh rate. The colors are pretty solid, and it's got great viewing angles. However, it's starting to show its age a bit, especially in terms of HDR performance. It's a solid choice for casual gamers or those doing some light content creation. I'm placing this one in great tier. It's not mind-blowing, but it's definitely a reliable option. Number 11. MSI G274QPX. This monitor is trying to punch above its weight class with a 240Hz refresh rate at 1440p. It's got decent response times and good color performance for the price. However, it's not quite as refined as some of the higher-end options. The overdrive settings could use some work, and the HDR is pretty meh. It's a good choice for competitive gamers on a budget. I'm putting this one in the good tier. It's not bad by any means, but it's not exactly setting the world on fire either. Number 12. AOC AG274QZD. This thing is impressive. We're talking OLED panel, 240Hz refresh rate, and 1440p resolution. The contrast is insane and the motion clarity is top-notch. It's not perfect though, the color performance could be better for an OLED, and the HDR implementation is a bit lackluster. But for pure gaming performance, this thing is hard to beat. I'm slapping this in God tier without a second thought. If you've got the cash and want the best gaming experience, this is the way to go. Number 13. Gigabyte GS27Q. This monitor is a solid choice for gamers on a budget. It's got 170Hz refresh rate and a 1ms response time, which is pretty sweet for fast-paced gaming. The IPS panel gives you great color accuracy and wide viewing angles. However, it's not the brightest monitor out there, so it might struggle in well-lit rooms. Overall, I'm putting this in the great tier because it offers excellent value for money. Number 14. Razer Raptor 27. This thing looks sleek as hell with its fabric-covered back and chroma RGB lighting. It's got a 165Hz refresh rate and HDR 400 certification, which is nice. The cable management is top-notch and it's got a white color gamut. But let's be real, it's pretty pricey for what you get, and the HDR performance isn't mind-blowing. I'm placing this one in the good tier. It's solid, but there are better options out there for the price. Number 15. Acer Predator X27U. This bad boy is rocking an OLED panel with a 240Hz refresh rate, and let me tell you, it's a game changer. The colors are insanely vibrant and the blacks are deeper than my existential prices. It's got a USB-C port and a KVM switch, which is super convenient. The only downside, it's not the brightest monitor out there, but honestly, I'm still putting this in the great tier because that OLED goodness is hard to beat. Number 16. Dell Spectrum Black 27. This monitor's got some interesting features like a glossy Gorilla Glass coating and a 240Hz OLED panel. The contrast is amazing and it's got that sweet OLED response time. But here's the thing, it's got some issues with text clarity, and the company's reputation is, let's just say, it's questionable. I'm putting this in the average tier. It's got potential, but there are too many red flags for me to recommend it wholeheartedly. Number 17. LG G274QZD. This bad boy is rocking a 27-inch OLED panel with a 240Hz refresh rate, which is pretty sweet for competitive gaming. The colors on this thing are insane, and those deep blacks... But here's the catch. It's one of the brightest monitors out there, and you might need to fiddle with the settings to avoid that annoying auto-dimming. It's a solid choice for gamers who want that OLED goodness, but maybe not for those who need a super bright display. I'm putting this one in the good tier. It's got some great features, but it's not without its quirks. Number 18. HP Omen 32Q. This 32-inch QHD monitor is packing a 165Hz refresh rate and some pretty decent gaming chops. It's got great color accuracy out of the box, which is a nice touch. The response time is a solid at high refresh rates, but it does get a bit blurry at lower ones. It's a good all-rounder, but it's not going to blow your socks off in any particular area. If you're looking for a big screen that can handle both work and play, this might be your jam. I'm slotting this one into the good tier as well. It's reliable but not mind-blowing. Number 19. Pixio PXC277 Advanced. This monitor is a steal. We're looking at a 27-inch curved VA panel with a 165Hz refresh rate, and get this, It's priced way lower than you'd expect. The contrast on this thing is fantastic, and it's got great color performance too. Sure, it might not have all the bells and whistles of some higher-end monitors, but for the price, it's an absolute beast. This is perfect for gamers on a budget who don't want to compromise on quality, and I'm putting this bad boy in the God tier. It's just that good for the money. Number 20. Cooler Master Tempest GP27Q. This 27-inch QHD monitor is rocking a mini LED backlight with a 576 local dimming zones, which sounds pretty cool on paper. It's got a 165Hz refresh rate and some decent HDR performance. But here's the thing, it's got some quirks. The firmware needed some updates to fix issues, and even then, it's not perfect. It's trying to do a lot, but it doesn't quite nail everything. If you're into tinkering and don't mind some potential hiccups, it might be worth a look. For me though, I'm putting this in the average tier. It's got potential, but it's not quite there yet. So there you have it. These are my personal ratings for all of the most popular 1440p gaming monitors of 2024. Links to all of these gaming monitors will be in the description below. Do you agree with me on these rankings or not? Leave a comment down below and I will see you guys on the next video. Peace out.